Hi, welcome to part 3. We are building some digital audio effects in SuperCollider using various other programs as well. We last left off, and this is part 3. In part 2, creating this template and creating our first effect. Now we're going to go ahead and create another effect and work on or sort of explain daisy chaining effects and using again that bus system. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and copy my template and paste it in here and create another effect. We're going to call this um, maybe bit crush. Okay, and again we're just going to replace this FX, the signal right here. We'll use an effect called Decimator. Okay, and it's a sample rate reducer or bit crusher, bit rate reducer, kind of giving a noise distortion effect. And yes, I believe it's still the source, right? In is your source. And rate, we'll just make that rate. And then we'll say bit. And we'll just leave those there and create those as arguments here. Okay, so rate, we will make it maybe 8-bit. I mean, sorry, whatever. We'll keep it at 44,100 for now. And then the bit, maybe make it start with 8 bits there. Okay, so there, simple as that. Since we already have, oh, and I remember made a mistake there in the amp. We have to give a preset. So let's change our template too. So as simple as that. That's why the template's really helpful. Now we have an effect. Okay. So now that we want to, so now let's think about daisy chaining our effects. Since we want to daisy chain our effects, so I've gone to the top here. I'm going to create another audio bus here. All right, we'll call it B1. And then I'm also going to create another group. Just copy that one group. And I'm going to call this G2. And it'll be after G1, right, instead of G0. So these three groups, it'll be 0 first, G1, and G2. And just a reminder, the groups take care of order of operations in the computing side so that we get the computer execute certain actions before others. So for example, it digitizes, it brings in a signal, then it maybe processes it in FX and then sends it out maybe. Okay, and the audio buses are just like a patch bay. We're just patching in various things in and out of the bus. All right, now run that. We'll boot our server, and we'll start the mic in. Oops. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to send all this stuff. Sorry about that. Send everything, including our new synth def. And we're going to start our synth with the mic in. And if I just do this s.meter, you can see it's coming in okay. And then we'll go ahead and send, what we'll do is bit crush it first. So let me just create a C here. We'll C equals synth. And we'll make the synth the bit crush. Okay. And then we'll have a couple initial arguments. It'll be an IBS, will be the tilde B0. Okay, and then the OBS will be, we'll go ahead and stick it out to the speaker initially, and then we can change that to do a MultiFX. Okay, and I think the bit and everything is fine. We'll just keep it like that, and then we'll send it here to group 1. That'll be our first effect. Okay. So we go ahead and do that and evaluate that, and you can hear a slightly distorted version of my voice there through bit crushed version. Okay, good. So why don't we c.set send it instead now to a bus. So we'll say OBS, the out bus, is going to be the new one, which is B1. The new audio bus. Okay, so now it's still going. If we go to query all nodes, you see that the mic in and the Big Crush is still happening. Mic in is happening first. Big Crush is happening next. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and evaluate B, except we're going to bring it in now from the reverb. We're going to bring it in from B1, right? Because this is going out to B1. So we're going to take it in from B1. It's going to go out to speaker, B0. This is our reverb. And then we're going to send it to group 2 so that it gets evaluated last. Okay? So if we evaluate that then, so we have a reverbed, distorted version as well. And you can make it even noisier if you want. We'll just put it on the same one. Let's see, bit. Let's do 4-bit. And it's, oh wow, it's very loud. Okay. Okay, let's free B there. Okay. So as you see, you can do any combination of these things. You can, if I want just a dry signal reverbed, right? I can set that instead to bring that, we can bring that in from group 0, B0, because that's the dry signal is going to B0, right? It's going out to B0. We'll bring in the dry signal and we'll just, we can still keep it on G2. We'll just create a reverb version of that. And it's our dry signal reverbed. Okay? And let me set that back out to OBS. We'll do B1. Sorry, B2, right? Is that right? Or do we just have B1? No, we have B1 and B0. So now it's going out back to the bus. We can pick it up here, except now what we really have to do is restart the synth because it's going to group 2. But we can free this synth and grab it. You know, we can free it and grab it, send it out to group 1 instead. But you know, in any case, or I can just dry Big Crush to dry signal if I want, just with this one. Set OBS to 0, or we can even set OBS to 1, and set the IBS to B0, which it is already. So there, we can send the Big Crush version dry out there, and we can send the just a straight up reverbed one out to here if we want to do that. Grab that, and we can even have we can grab the let's see, IBS. We can grab the Big Crush and send reverbed on that. So IBS will be tilde B1 and do that. So now it should be the distorted version. Oh no, because this is going out by 0. Anyways, that's probably getting very annoying. Anyways, no, it's the thing is I just sent it out to B0 instead. But you get the point. So it's that whole here of this bus inputs FX going back. So the input coming in, processing going back in, and then grabbing that signal and then sending it out, or maybe processing it again through another FX. You know, okay. So there you go. Okay, so I think that's a good place to end this tutorial. Another kind of shortish one, because we're going to roll up our sleeves and really get into some other stuff as well. So basically, in summary, we just created another effect there, and we did daisy chain. We daisy chained our effects and learned to use this bus system by creating additional audio buses, additional groups, and understanding that we have to make sure the groups are in order, and then grabbing audio from audio buses. But it gives a lot of flexibility now, this modularity. Okay, so the next time what we'll start to tackle now are control buses. And this is going to get slightly off the beaten path a little bit, but what we'll do is we'll understand how to get controls in from our physical controllers, okay, or even GUI controllers if you want, and bring that signal in into a control bus, and then we can use our control bus to map various things. Okay, all right, so stay tuned.